great emperor Kshin Punya reduced his pious activities, Phalikaran, broken particles of husked rice, evil like Adhana, a poor man. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace. इसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद जी की जय. Because of my state of complete foolishness and paucity of pious activities, although the Lord offered me His personal service, I wanted material name, fame, and prosperity. My case is just like that of the poor man who, when he satisfied a great emperor who wanted to give him anything, he might ask, out of ignorance, asked only a few broken grains of husked rice. Purport. In this verse, the word swarajyam, which means complete independence, is very significant. A conditioned soul does not know what complete independence is. Complete independence means situation in one's own constitutional position. The real independence of a living entity, who is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is to remain always dependent on the Supreme Lord. Just like a child who plays in complete independence, guided by his parents who watch over him. The independence of the conditioned soul does not mean to fight with the obstacles offered by Maya, but to surrender to Krishna. In the material world, everyone is trying to become completely independent simply by fighting against the obstacles offered by Maya. This is called the struggle for existence. Real independence is to be reinstated in the service of the Lord. Anyone who goes to the Vaikuntha planets or Golok Vrindavan planet is freely offering his service to the Lord. That is complete independence. Just contrary to this is material overlordship, which we wrongly take to be independence. Many great political leaders have tried to establish independence, but due to such so-called independence, the people's dependence has only increased. The living entity cannot be happy trying to be independent in the material world. One has to surrender, therefore, onto the lotus feet of the Lord and engage in his original eternal service. Dhruv Maharaj regrets that he wanted material opulence and great prosperity than that of his great grandfather, Lord Brahma. His begging from the Lord was like a poor man's asking a great emperor for a few grains of broken rice. The conclusion is that anyone who is engaged in the loving service of the Lord should never ask for material prosperity. From the Lord. The awarding of material prosperity simply depends on the stringent rules and regulations of the external energy. Pure devotee asks the Lord only for the privilege of serving him. This is our real independence. If we want anything else, it is a sign of our misfortune. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Mulitam Jena Tasme Shri गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टम स्थापितम येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा महं ददाति स्वापतम्। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्री युतपदकमलं श्री गुरुन् वैष्णवं च श्री रूपं सागर जातम सहगणा रघुनाथं तं तं साधुवेतं सावधूतं परिजन संगितम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सहगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि। वंश कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So we welcome all the devotees to this early morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. We're discussing the pastimes of Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj the chapter name is Returning Home. That's the name of the chapter. But we notice so far, verse 34 verses have gone by, but he hasn't gone home yet. But starting from next verse, he'll prepare to go home. You'll see wonderful discussion, especially how his family members, his father, his two very dear mothers, his brother, how they would welcome him with so much love. So though that's coming in next 30 verses. But to recap, what's our context? How we reached to this point. Dhruv Maharaj, he performed this severe austerities for 6 months, and he received the darshan of Lord Vishnu, hubuhu, face to face, in person, and he got blessings. He got blessings by the conch shell of Lord Vishnu touched to his forehead. He got blessings that you rule for 36,000 years. And then Lord Vishnu leaves. And Maitreya Muni is speaking to Vidura Maharaj, saying that now Dhruva Maharaj is getting ready to go home. But Dhruva Maharaj is not happy. The word used is na ati prito. Maitreya Muni used the word na ati prito. He is not very happy. He is not very pleased by his presentation. Dhruva Maharaj is not very pleased. So Vidur Maharaj then asked this question, obvious question, to Shri Maitreya Muniji, that how come Dhruva Maharaj received darshan of the Lord And then, even then, he's not so happy. Darshan of the Lord um, is the ultimate benediction that devotee might receive by the mercy of the Lord. But even then, he was not happy. What's the reason? Vidur Maharaj asked Maitreya Muni, what's the reason that Dhruv Maharaj did not feel happy in his heart? He's trying to head home, but he's not happy. So then Maitreya Muni explains that because Dhruv Maharaj felt that his mindset while he was performing his tapasya for 6 months, while he was in front of Lord Vishnu, his mindset was not very bhakti filled, devotional. It was uh, still tinged with some material desires. That's Dhruva Maharaj's lamentation. Uh, Dhruva Maharaj, and then Maitreya Muni switches to what's going on in Dhruva Maharaj's mind. So it says Dhruva's watch in last three, four verses. What Dhruva Maharaj is thinking that when Lord Vishnu came to give me darshan, uh, I had something else in my mind. Prithik mati. Prithik mati. Prithik means something different. Lord Vishnu had something different in his mind to give to me, but my mind had something different. Lord Vishnu came to give me pure devotional service, but I was hankering for the kingdom greater than my grandfather, and so on and so forth. My mati was Prithik. And that Lord who cuts this cycle of death and birth and death, the Jiva soul can be delivered from the cycle of birth and death. That particular Lord, that same Lord came to give me darshan, but I was looking for some perishable, perishable things. These are the thoughts coming to Dhruv Maharaj's mind. And then he thinks that demigods also have some role to play, that they kind of bewilder me, that maybe out of intolerance that I will become a pure devotee, they were making me forget what actually I should think when I see Lord Vishnu. So they contaminated my mind in that sense. So this is what's going on in Dhruva Maharaj's mind. And then he says, because of all this, I came under the illusion of three modes of nature. Three modes of nature. This was the last verse, and today's verse, he's saying, my Shin Punya, I probably did not have enough pious credit. Ishvarat Shin Punya, that because I don't have enough credits, uh, I acted like as if, the poor man goes to the king and king is ready to give him the whole village, but poor man is asking for some broken piece of rice, because poor man does not know any better. His mind is bewildered. He's not thinking that he's in front of the king of the country. So he's not asking the appropriate bhiksha. That is not appropriate. This is what Dhruv Maharaj going through. So This is, when I was reading these verses, I realized that it's very nice lamentation, very proper. Um, because sometimes when devotee receives Krishna conscious blessings from seniors, from gurus, from the Lord, there is a tendency to become proud. There is a tendency to feel I'm superior. There is a tendency to feel um, I'm very unique. But lamenting in this way, the way Dhruv Maharaj is lamenting, that um, I did not deserve, but Lord was kind. I did not do much. He's not saying that I did these severe austerities for 6 months and I was able to call upon Lord Vishnu and he appeared in person. No, he's thinking, he's lamenting or repenting rather. The best word used is repenting that Lord appeared, he did his part, but I was not pure then. I'm still not so pure today, but I was definitely not, my intentions were not pure. I was looking for those broken pieces of glass when diamond was there. That kind of mentality is very, very humbling, very appropriate for a devotee to have. Um, he's he's thinking that he met the best spiritual master in his life. He received the best mantra in his life. He went to the best place, Madhuvan and Vrindavan in his life. But still he was thinking about some material petty things when he was performing his sadhana and when he had the darshan of Lord Vishnu. So that mood is very nice. Hmm. So we can learn from this that Krishna does show up in our own lives also, time to time, especially when difficult situations come. Dhruv Maharaj is going through some difficult situation. Uh, Gajendra went through this difficult situation. Dhruv Maharaj's difficult situation is he's hurt and he's looking for a physician. Gajendra is looking to be relieved from the suffering caught by the crocodile. Chitraketu Maharaj looking to have a son. He has no sons, he has millions of wives. So we are subjected time to time through different miserable conditions, sufferings. And we ask Krishna to show up and we pray from our hearts. And Krishna does show up. We may or may not recognize how Krishna is showing up. So Dhruv Maharaj is teaching us uh, through his behavior that when Krishna does show up, do we become proud? We What I like is Dhruv Maharaj honesty. He's very honest that yes, during his similarly Chitraketu Maharaj, similarly our Kunti Maharani, they all are exalted devotees because they were very honest. They did not become proud by the presence of uh, um, the blessings of the Lord upon them during those suffering times. Um, they stay grounded. That akam sarvakam va mokshakam. During my sadhana, I'm still attached. But Krishna is very kind. We see Srila Prabhupada during the Jaladuta. He had these heart attacks. He is remembering Vrindavan. Krishna showed up in that Jaladuta to recover Srila Prabhupada from his heart attacks. So Srila Prabhupada writes in that diary that, oh, today ship is uh, 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 ship is moving very nicely. There is no much disturbance. I am longing from Vrindavan. My only solace, I'm too far from Vrindavan. I'm longing. My only solace is Chaitanya Charitamrita. And then he says, I have taken the risk of leaving Vrindavan, but it's only to fulfill the order of my spiritual master. Only to spiritual master. I depend fully on their mercy so far away from Vrindavan. So this is how devotee feels. This is how Dhruv Maharaj is feeling in this particular verse. This is how Chitrakutu, this is how Gajendra. So they all are teaching us how to feel when Krishna does show up, and afterwards when Krishna leaves the scene. How do you reciprocate with Lord's mercy? How you reciprocate? Just like we don't want to forget the contributions of different devotees, of our family members in our life. Similarly, we also don't want to never ever forget the debt we have. I know yesterday actually, one devotee, I met him in the train, very wonderful Vaishnava, belonged to our congregation. We had a nice conversation for 45 minutes in the train. And he was telling me that during great challenges in his career in last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, he has seen Krishna's hand many times. That Krishna rescued him from huge disasters in his life. So then we were concluding our talk in the train by saying that, okay, now how do we reciprocate with Krishna's um, um, his help? What he has given to us, how do we reciprocate? By chanting his holy names, by serving devotees, by serving Srila Prabhupada's mission, by making some small changes in my own life. That's reciprocation. And always thinking that I did not deserve to be rescued that time when Krishna showed up. His kindness is most important. It's most endearing to the heart of the devotees. So these are some of the few lessons we receive from Dhruv Maharaj mood, how he acted in this particular scenario. He's preparing his mind. And it's amazing that how he has prepared his mind to go home. That just by the news that Dhruva is coming home, devotee is coming home, his father, his two mothers, his brothers, all the citizens, uh, they all became wonderful, wonderful, wonderful devotees. Having one devotee in the family uh, who is properly grounded can change the whole family, the town, the city, and the country. We will see those in coming verses. Thank you so very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vaishnav Bind ki jai. Yeah, it's almost full end here. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you very much.
Hare Bol.
We would like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day and weekend ahead. A weekend of a lot of festivities. We'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Pana time today is 10:22 to 10:25 a.m. Short, 3 minutes. The Kirtan Love Fest begins from today. I believe it starts at 7 p.m.
6:30, I believe.
6:30, yeah, 6:30.
6:30, okay. Haribol. Yeah. We hope to see you all. For the Kirtan, be completely immersed in the Kirtan rather than seeing that as a social activity. Also, we like to offer our prayers to Lord Nrsingadev by chanting Shri Nrsinga Jai Nrsinga Jai Jai Nrsinga Praladeta Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam Ugra Veera
Veeram
Mahavishwam
Mahavishwam Jalantam
Sarvatokam
Sarvatomukham
Nrsingham
Nrsimha
Bhishmam
Bhishmanam
Bhadram
Bhadram
Nityam Nityam
Namah.
Namamyam Nrsinga Bhagavana Ki Jai Prahlad
Jai,
Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Samal Vaishnavas,
Panchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyaiva Patitanam
Patitanam
pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namo
Namaha.
Namaha.
Devkin Prabhu has said a file.
Kirtan Fest.
That's 6 to 9, not even 6:30, it's 6 to 9. Friday, 6 to 9 p.m.
And I heard Achyuta and Nanta also confirmed. I don't know the timing yet.
Okay, Achyut and Ananta also confirmed. Haribol. So you can see her photo, imagine her photo somewhere in the middle, somewhere, center of attraction.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll add that today.
Okay, wonderful. Any other questions? It's 3-day event. 4th day is a rest day, but it's also for many a holiday. It's a long weekend. So Monday is a holiday for many. Okay. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Danupana, almost slept.
No problem.
Prabhuji, if we miss this Parana time, what we should do in case the window is so short and I don't know I will be in meeting at that time, so I'm just thinking.
Yeah, somebody had asked me the question yesterday. So depending on what kind of fast you do, if you are minimally fasting from grains and beans on Ekadasi, that can still continue on till 10:22. We can eat Ekadasi Prasad and whatnot. And then, pop in a grain in between that 3-minute time. If, say, you miss it, you can say, okay, not to be too bothered about it. No, that, now everything is gone. Okay, no, Krishna within the heart sees your sincere endeavor. As I was mentioning, historically, during Srila Prabhupada's time, this Pana time was not there. But over the years, okay, now we got this Pana time. It has its own significance, understood. But if we cannot do it, fine, wonderful. No problem.
Okay, Prabhuji, I will try, but yes, I just wanted to know like what should be done. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, if you can, you can do it. Basically, the meaning is, if you break your fast during the Pana time, you get the full benefit of your fasting or for Ekadasi. If you are not able to break during that Pana time, no, you may not get the full benefit, and no, that you can catch up by being more immersed in the kirtan for the next 3 days. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpatarubhyasya
Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyasya patitanam
pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Vaishnavinda ki jai.
Jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Devkinandan.
Thank you, Devkinandan. Thank you, Hari Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.